So this is your second Pac-12 tournament. Are there any lessons you picked up last year that you've tried to impart on a lot of the younger players of just what it's like playing in a postseason environment, something that they haven't experienced before?
In the Pac-12 tournament, anything is possible. I didn't get to play the last game of the final of the Pac-12 tournament last year, but I'm hoping we can push all the way today. So I'll be able to play the final last year because I didn't play because of an injury. But one of my goals of mine is to make it all the way to the end this time.
Obviously, one of your goals probably coming into the year was to get to the NCAA tournament. How critical is this week, and what's kind of your mindset going into this week with one chance to do it?
Obviously, this tournament is going to be big for us. But as a team, we're taking it day by day, one step at a time. First, we play Oregon State. We focus on Oregon State now, and after that, we focus on our next game, day by day.
What do you remember from the first two games against Oregon State? You won both, but pretty close games.
Yeah, pretty close game. Won at Oregon State. I won down here. Really good team, fast pace. They have good shooters, and I think we just stay tough. The rebounding was key to our victory in both games. So I think we're gonna try to focus on that and keep doing the same thing.
Now that you've had a couple days to kind of think about it, how key do you feel like your double-double was, and is that something that you feel like you could replicate game after game?
Yeah, I think that was vital for me to be able to stay on the floor for a long period of time. I think that was the most important thing to take away from me. I was on the floor for 30-some minutes, and that was key for our team, for me to stay on the floor to help defensively and offensively. So I think that was my biggest takeaway, to be able to stay on the floor for a long period of time, and I plan to stay on the floor for a long period of time for every single game we play for the rest of the year. So.
And earlier you were talking about saying that in the Pac-12 tournament, anything is possible. How exciting is that to know that you essentially, like every team in there, you control your own destiny?
Yeah, because going into something, you can do something, you can make something shake, it gives you confidence, going into a tournament where everyone's coming with a blank canvas, it's a new beginning. You don't have to worry about what happened before, so now you have to just focus and try to do everything possible to get a next win, the next win, and the next one again. So I think that's the mindset we're going anyway.
8 of 8 from the free throw line last game. Were there changes you made in the offseason? Because seems like much more consistent this year.
Yeah, obviously I put time in the gym with the coaches, Cronin, BT, Nate. We've been working on my free throws, working on my touches, passing, ball handling. We worked on a lot of things, and I'm glad they were able to show during the game. And yeah, made 8 over 8. That felt really good after the game, So.
But the way the tournament is structured, of all the back-to-back games, how do you stay fresh between from night to night with having to play, Wednesday, Thursday?
I think the best answer to that is resting. After the first game, get hydrated, get enough rest, get sleeps, get up the next day, get your mind ready, because it's also the mind, not just the body, because you have to play games days after days after days. So your mind and your body has to be ready to take on the days after days. So.
With this being you're now going to your third Pac-12 tournament, what probably besides Kenny the most experienced one here, how do you kind of help prepare all the freshmen for this new a postseason experience, and knowing that it's win or go home now?
Well, it's mostly awareness that they need to be aware that it really is win or go home for us. So. Get ready. You don't have space for mistakes anymore, and there's no room for mistakes. So, gotta be ready and gotta play our best games now. So it's time of the year that we were supposed to play our best. So hopefully we will.
I think you're now close to 39% from three for the year. A pretty tremendous hot streak throughout most of Pac-12 play. What do you think's gone into kind of the improvements since the beginning of the year for you from three?
Well, I've been working on it for obviously a long time, and coming before, staying after practice to work on shots, and I guess a lot of it probably has to come just getting adjusted to the game game style and stuff like that. And I would like that stuff not to matter, adapting process and stuff like that. But it obviously took some time for me as well. So I guess that that's one of the reasons the percentages went up in the second part of the year, because I got more used to what we were doing, what I'm supposed to do, and stuff like that. So
Like the kind of threes you're supposed to take and where to be?
Yeah, and the kind of shots I'm taking, and what positions, what sets, and stuff like that. So obviously just being more aware of what my role is and what team needs, and it's just at the beginning of the year you're not sure of that stuff, so maybe you might be overthinking some things, and then it can affect your percentages, I guess. So I would like that not to be a thing, but it obviously is. So yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
And then you've obviously logged heavy minutes too, and a huge defensive, ask of you and all that kind of stuff. Did that play a role, you think, as well? Just kind of the, logging it on your legs and having.
Well, yeah, it all could probably affect that a little bit as well. Like, been rebounding a lot more this year and doing a lot better job with that. Obviously, defensively, when you play a lot, like you get tired. So it could take. I don't want to find any excuses for it, but like it definitely had something to do with that.
You made 5 of 6 threes last game. Do you feel like, or how comfortable do you feel putting up even more threes than 6 attempts in a game? I mean, I think a couple games that you might have got to like 9 or so. I mean, you think you could, be a person that, if you're open, you could take 10 or 12 like some players do around the country?
Well, yeah, if they leave you open and I think it's a good shot, I should take it. I will take it. And won't matter shouldn't matter if I missed a few before. If it's a good shot for me, it's a good shot for me, and I know I work on it. So it just depends, what defense gives you. I try not to force stuff, so when it opens up, I'm gonna take it.
What type of impact or what type of gravity do you feel like you shooting those threes has on the rest of the team? How it can, open it up for everybody else, specifically Adem, since he's focal point of the offense, especially inside.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of threes I make is from them kicking out of the post when they double him, and I guess that him being there gives more space to me and to other guys. And when I'm out there, I did notice that the teams help a little less off me when I'm on the help side, so it does open more space for guards to drive the ball, and them as well to go and score sometimes when I'm on the first pass right next to him. So it does help the team with scoring and spacing.
Yeah. What do you think it takes to win a tournament game, like a tournament style game? That's like you said. I mean, you keep saying it's win or go home.
Yeah. Well, it's at the end of the day, it's a basketball game. We know how we need to play and what we need to do. We know what got us wins in the past. Obviously, there's more at stake, and you have to be focused for all 40 minutes. I'd say it's a big thing. You can't play 32, 33, 37 minutes, because if you have those empty possessions, it can cost you. So I'd say that's the biggest thing, the consistency throughout the 40 minutes.
And I guess you should know, since you often play 40 minutes.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Confidence for this team has seemed to be so critical at different moments. Cold shooting has seemed to kind of sink the confidence. How do you, as kind of a junior leader on this team, help manage them going into this week where the stakes are obviously the highest they could be? NCAA tournament is possible or not based on winning this thing.
Yeah, well, I think the confidence is a really crazy thing. When sometimes you shoot a ball and it doesn't even feel the best, but it keeps going in, and like the confidence is up. It's like, oh well, it's just going in. But then sometimes everything feels right, you're doing it right, and it doesn't go in. It's like, oh my God, what's happening? And then your confidence goes down. So it affects you a lot, and that's like we individually have to do a great job with that. Just not thinking about what happened in the past, and just staying in the present and knowing that making the next best play, next best decision, whatever it is, and always be confident in your skills and capabilities. And a lot of it comes from work you put in. So you're not going to be confident if you don't consistently see the ball go in practice. So that's a big part of it. So the guys are pretty good with that, staying in the gym and getting shots up and stuff like that. So they should be pretty confident coming into the tournament.
See, you got the CBS Sports Classic shirt on today. Is the experience there in Atlanta and then also in Hawaii, has that, and like playing on a neutral site, do you think that helped you guys come into this Pac-12 tournament with maybe a little more familiarity with what the environment will be like?
Yeah, for sure. I guess that's what those tournaments are kind of for, to get adjusted and adapted to those type of games, and because it's obviously a different environment when you play a neutral court. It's not a away game, it's not a home game, but there's something different about it. And there's also that point that you play multiple games in days in a row, so it's you play every day. So that's something that you got to know how to recover. You got to know how to get ready for those games. So yeah, for sure, those tournaments help a lot.